Yo, what is up, Go Nation? I'm back with another video. Today, you already know what time it is. I'm about to react to the Cosmic Wonder. Marvel Studios' complete plan for Scarlet Witch solo film. I think I actually said movie, not film in the title. Bruh, as you can see, I'm a little rusty. I haven't made a video in a few days. Work has been crazy, but I'm here. I'm back. I just got done watching Ahsoka episode 4. It's kind of amazing. And if you know anything about basketball, the Lakers just signed Christian Wood. Yeah. Anyways, before we get into the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We on a road to 200 subs. Cosmic. Let's see what you're talking about.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we're going to be talking about the future of the Scarlet Witch. And to start it all off, if you are wondering about that solo project, we are still hearing that it is confirmed to be coming. A Scarlet Witch solo movie is still in the works over at Marvel Studios. In fact, sources have said that Marvel Studios knows the value of the Scarlet Witch character. They know the value that the Scarlet Witch has to Marvel Studios' IP and plan to explore multiple takes on the character through the lens of the multiverse saga, meaning variants. So not only is it not over for our main Earth 616 Scarlet Witch, but it looks like we could be getting other variants of the Scarlet Witch as well, in which we already saw one in Multiverse of Madness. There's a rumor that she could pop up again somewhere else. It is the Multiverse Saga, and we have heard that there was one Illuminati member from the Earth 838 universe that wasn't there, that survived, that is probably going to be pretty pissed off with our Scarlet Witch. So there is a possible return there for the other variant of Wanda, but we'll talk about that in just a bit. There are actually a lot of plans and spin-offs planned for what happened in WandaVision. And based off of what we've heard, Marvel Studios does plan on kind of wrapping up this whole story that WandaVision started eventually in the end with the Scarlet Witch solo project. So Marvel Studios has lots of plans for the Scarlet Witch and Scarlet Witch characters, including Vision. That's right, Vision is returning in some way, shape, or form, but we'll break it all down in this video. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment down below, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. Now, to start everything off, if you were wondering if Wanda died at the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, no, she did not die. She is still alive, and multiple sources have confirmed this. The biggest one, of course, being Kevin Feige, the actual president of Marvel Studios. In an interview, he once stated, well, if you look at when the mountain is falling, there's a little red light that you can see go off, and that tells you everything you need to know. And it does. It tells us that she is indeed alive. She is the Scarlet Witch. She took on the Illuminati and had no problem with them whatsoever. She took on all of the sorcerers and Wong and Doctor Strange and didn't really have much problems there either. So we all know that she could survive a mountain falling on top of her, or she could get out of it before it fell, which is what we all believe happened. So we know that, but now the question is, well, where is she? If she escaped, which we know she did, where exactly did she go, and where is she now? Well, fortunately, it looks like we have the answer to that thanks to an exclusive report from thecosmiccircus.com. In an article written by Alex Perez, who has a great track record with scoops, here's what he said. Here's what we've been told. Sources have informed us that Wanda Maximoff is currently in a dormant state at the end of the Witch's Road. The Witch's Road is an alternate dimension within the borders of the known universe, similar to that of the Mirror Dimension or the Dark Dimension. According to their sources, fans can expect this particular plane of existence to be first introduced in the upcoming Agatha Coven of Chaos series, followed by a Disney Plus special presentation, The Witch's Road. And this would follow the conclusion of Agatha Coven of Chaos, and thecosmiccircus.com has been told that this is going to follow the Werewolf by Night special presentation in terms of tone and loose connectivity to the main MCU storyline. So for that particular project, The Witch's Road, it's going to loosely connect to Agatha Coven of Chaos and the Scarlet Witch herself. And according to the Cosmic Circus, unfortunately, it sounds like the Scarlet Witch is not going to be in Agatha Coven of Chaos. I don't think it's called Coven of Chaos anymore, is it? Special presentation. Although they could like mention the Scarlet Witch, and it sounds like they will, but she will not appear. But the Witch's Road special presentation is obviously for a very specific purpose. One, of course, it's going to introduce an entirely new plane. From there, it'll introduce new people to the MCU as well. There's going to be a coven of witches there, none who have been introduced before, and apparently these events are actually going to take place way in the past. But the real purpose of this is to essentially set up the Scarlet Witch's story in the MCU. So we'll get Agatha Coven of Chaos, which is going to kind of be about one of her kids. Then we'll get the Witches Road special presentation, which is reportedly where Wanda went after the events of Multiverse of Madness. Now remember, the Witches Road special presentation, like I just said, is going to take place way in the past, so they won't see the Scarlet Witch there at that moment. However, this location is pretty significant in Marvel Comics. In fact, when the Scarlet Witch goes there in the comics, she meets her mother, another Scarlet Witch. They both don't actually realize who they each are in the beginning, but by the end of the comic story run, they do. They realize that that is Wanda's mother, and the Scarlet Witch, her mother, realized, oh, that's my daughter. But these aren't the only things building up to the Scarlet Witch's solo film. We also have Vision Quest. Sources have stated that the Vision Quest story is going to feature a loose adaptation of Tom King's The Vision comic run, which features Vision's synthezoid family, Virginia, Viv, and Vin, his wife and 2 kids. And this is going to be really interesting for Wanda if she discovers what is happening. One, her kids are still kind of out there, kind of being reincarnated. We'll start to see some of that in Agatha Coven of Chaos. And then Vision, who we are assuming is the spectral white Vision who went away at the end of WandaVision, now has a family of his own. But in the comics, his wife, Virginia, her brainwaves are modeled after Wanda's. So they might do that in the MCU as well. That way Vision is still kind of in love with Wanda when he's figuring everything out. He realizes, wait, I modeled her after Wanda, and the other Vision gave me the memories of everything that happened, and I love her. And this could lead up to our Scarlet Witch solo project. And thecosmiccircus.com has stated that their sources have told us that the premise of the film is a loose adaptation of the 2016 Scarlet Witch comic run with certain elements of the Children's Crusade being thrown into the mix to create their own MCU story. Now, I honestly think that this would be a really insane and great way to kind of conclude the story of the Scarlet Witch. Not saying that she's going to be done in the MCU after this, but for her to reunite with her family and her kids, I think this would be a pretty great way to do this. You see, this is an Avengers story in the comics, and it takes place after the House of M story. So Wanda loses her kids, she goes insane, she creates the alternate reality, and she kills a few Avengers, including Hawkeye and Ant-Man. But what's interesting is at this point in time, the Young Avengers are formed, and Wiccan and Speed have kind of been reincarnated. And they eventually go on to realize that they are actually the children of Wanda, the Scarlet Witch. However, the Scarlet Witch does not know this. So Wiccan is convinced that if he could reach their mom and show her, look, we're alive, we are your children, she would be better again. And she could reverse everything, because remember, at the end, she said no more mutants. So at this point in time in the comics, there are only really kind of a handful of mutants left. So Stature, or Cassie Lang, the daughter of Scott Lang, says that if they could get to her, maybe she could undo everything and bring back her dad, Ant-Man, Scott Lang, who she killed. And she could also give the mutants back their powers. And this is what the Children's Crusade is about. It's an Avengers story, and this would be a really good arc for Wanda to have. She could be reunited with her kids, she could be reunited with Vision, she could have her family, and then she could try to help fight Kang, and ultimately probably help to restore the multiverse, because we know that it is going to essentially get destroyed. It's also pretty sad to think that she might get her family back, but then when the multiverse kind of gets destroyed, be separated from them once again. However, this will give her really good positive motivation to be good. Now, she already essentially turned back good at the end of Multiverse of Madness, but her story isn't completely redeemed yet. But it does look like, based off of everything that we've heard, that is truly Marvel Studios' plan to eventually come full circle and have Wanda redeem herself. There just has to be a few things that happen in between.
Story,
but luckily for us, all of that is coming with Agatha, Coven of Chaos, the Witch's Road special. And it's been said that the Marvels, the ending or possibly the post-credit scenes, are going to set up the Young Avengers. So with Wanda's kids returning and the Young Avengers being a project that is coming to the MCU soon, plus not to mention Vision Quest, it looks like all of the pieces are indeed there to set up the next Scarlet Witch's solo film, which hopefully we are going to get either in between the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, or possibly even before the Kang Dynasty. Some insiders have stated that yes, they were working on a script for the solo movie before the strikes. It was not complete, but of course they had to stop when the strikes happened. But make no mistakes, a plan for a Scarlet Witch solo project is in the works, and it is going to be coming to the MCU relatively soon, before the events of Avengers Secret Wars.
Man, another great video from Cosmic. You're always killing it. Man, this actually kind of sounds pretty exciting. Like, actually, you know, I wasn't a fan of how quickly she turned evil, but hey, it's part of the story. It's fine. It's whatever. But I love a redemption arc. And you know what? Scarlet Witch is about to get one. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment or two. You already know what to do. Go Nation. I'm out.